Here's some system of equations word problems. Let's do these 3 problems. This is from kudasoftware.com. The difference of 2 numbers is 3. So let's name our 2 numbers. X is the first number, and Y is the second number. So their difference, X minus Y, is 3. Their sum is 13. So X plus Y equals 13. This is our system of equations, and the easiest way to solve this system, because it's in standard form, is to use elimination or linear combinations. So I'm going to add x plus x, which is 2x. The y's cancel when I add them down, and 16 is the number on the right side, the constant. Now I divide both sides by 2. I get x equals 8. I plug 8 back in up here. For either one of these, I'll plug it into the top one. 8 minus y equals 3. That would mean that y would have to equal 5. So let's check if that's right. When I put 8 in here and 5 in here, do I get 13? And I do. So I know that's the right answer. Let's do the next one. Alright, it's saying flying to Kampala with the tailwind, a plane averages 158 kilometers per hour. On the return trip, the plane only averages 112 kilometers per hour while flying into the same wind. One of the keys here is that it's into the same wind. So the wind there is helping us. The wind on the way back is hurting us. When we're going there, the wind, this is sort of a simple physics problem. Let's say that the red line is the wind and the blue line is the plane. It's helping when I'm flying there, but when I'm flying back, it's hurting. And so the formula is simple. The formula is just that the plane's wind, or the plane speed plus the wind, equals 158. So this is the speed of plane. W is the speed of the wind. It's important to name your variables. And this is the total speed. So there's your formula. I'll write it down on the bottom here on the paper. Your formula would be P plus W equals 158. And then on the return trip, the speed's only 112. So your plane speed minus your wind speed is going to be 112. And so there's our system. Again, the easiest way to solve this is to add them straight down. 2P, the W's cancel, equals 270, which means P equals 135. And if P equals 135, when I plug this back in, 135 plus W equals 158. Subtract from both sides, and you get 23, I think. Do that add. Well, let's just check it right here. 135 minus 23 does in fact equal 112. So those are my answers. The plane speed equals 135, and the wind speed equals 23 miles per kilometers per hour. You want to put that kilometers per hour. Alright, let's do the last one. Alright, the school that Stefan goes to is selling tickets to a choral performance. On the first day of the ticket sale, the school sold 3 senior tickets and 1 child ticket for a total of $38. The school took in $52 on the second day by selling 3 senior tickets and 2 child tickets. Find the price of a senior ticket and the price of a child ticket. So I'm going to underline in blue the child ticket, price of a child ticket. So here are my variables. S, whoops, I'm going to use the red color for the adult ticket, or senior ticket. S equals number of senior tickets. Don't just say senior tickets, say the number of senior tickets. And let's call the other one C equals the number of child tickets. No, let's not do that. Let's change that. Because look at what the problem is saying. It's saying that the price, they want you to find the price of a child ticket. So this is going to be the price of a child ticket, and the S, the variable, is going to be the price of a senior ticket. I'm glad I made that mistake at the start because it helps you understand that. That's a lot of times the mistake people make is at the very beginning. They don't recognize what the question is asking for. So look, I always go to the bottom before I name my variables, because 90% of the time or 95% of the time, that's going to be your variable. Maybe 99% of the time. At least in basic algebra, that's probably 100% of the time. All right, so let's write our equation. 3 senior tickets. So my equations, I'm going to change the colors here to black. 3 of the senior tickets. So 3 times whatever the price of the senior tickets is, plus 1 times whatever the price of the child ticket is, totaled $38. That's the first equation. The second equation is, it said $52 was totaled when we sold 3 senior tickets and 2 child tickets. So there's our system of equations. We're going to solve this by the easiest method, which is elimination or linear combinations. But first I'm going to have to multiply this bottom equation by -1. You know what? Let me do a smarter thing. Let's multiply the top equation by -1. And the reason is because when I do that, you'll see right here that that's going to be a positive number. It'll just save me one step. I could have done either, but I'm going to do that because it makes more sense. So my answer is 1C equals 14, is it? 10 plus 38, we have 14. $14. So a child ticket costs $14, and that means that the senior ticket cost, plug it back in, plug 14 back in for either equation. I'll plug it in the top one. So 3S plus 14 equals 38. Subtract 14 from both sides. You get 24. 3S equals 24, which means S equals 8. And let's check to make sure that's right by plugging into this equation. 3 times 14 plus, 3 times 8, because that's the senior ticket. 3 times 8 plus 2 times 14. Does that equal 52? Let's find out. 24 plus 28 does in fact equal 52, so it checks out. So our answers are right here, $8 and $14. Let me see if I can highlight those. There are your two answers.